Taste of Tippecanoe is a fun day of food and art. The purpose behind the taste helps hundreds of people and children across Indiana. News 18's Jeff Smith sat down with TAF CEO Tetia Lee to see what goes into helping make arts available to more people.
I'm here with Tetia Lee, who is the CEO of the Arts Federation. And Tetia, I wanted to start there, where you're calling it the Arts Federation for the first time this year. Why did change to the Arts Federation? It used to be the Tippecanoe Arts Federation.
Sure. During the inception of the organization back in '76, we were serving only Tippecanoe County. But since then, and beginning in 1997, we started serving a region of 14 counties in north central Indiana. In order to be more inclusive and to also represent those folks in the 13 other counties, we changed our name to the Arts Federation, but we're still TAF.
So when we tie that into the Taste of Tippecanoe, the money raised there is helping a very large section of Indiana, yeah?
Yeah, so we have a constituency of a little bit over 500,000 people, and yes, all of the funds that are raised at the Taste then go into delivering programs and services to those 14 counties.
Talk about some of those programs. I know the mural project is one of the most visible, but we've got a lot of programming that people may not be aware of, and a lot of it touches children.
Yeah, so, and a lot of our programs, as you mentioned, are very oriented towards education and community engagement. Here locally, we run the After School Arts Program, or ASAP, and that's a free program for young people K through 12, and we do pay all of our instructors. They come from the membership, which the Federation is comprised of over 200 individual artists and member organizations that have expertise in all of the disciplines, some traditional, some not traditional, but that happens consistent with the school calendar, the Lafayette school calendar. In addition to that, we have a visiting artist program, and so that's where we're hiring our member organizations and our artists to go out to some of the underserved areas that don't have the access that we have here in Tippecanoe County, and they do productions, they have educational weeks where they're working with schools, community centers, and libraries to, again, elevate the number of activities for the arts, and also those services that, again, they may not have in those counties, but we have here, and we have a double opportunity to pay our artists and member organizations, and then they get a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We also have Art Reach, which is an instrument lending library. So for young people who are enrolled in band or orchestra, they can borrow an instrument, so in 4th or 5th grade, whenever their school system starts them, until they graduate from high school. And that is at no cost to them. And we work specifically with students whose families may not be able to afford the expense of renting or owning an instrument. So again, we're trying to provide some equity in terms of resources. And of course, my favorite program, the Mural Art Initiative, which that's where I usually am when I'm not at the Taste over the summer.
Why is that your favorite?
It's exceptionally important now that our street artists are getting attention, because public art, I mean, it's art for the people. You don't have to have experience, you don't have to walk into an unfamiliar building.
All right, Tetia Lee, CEO of the Arts Federation, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff.